We're in Panama, a city of hidden treasures, beautiful skylines, and a variety of flavors. Simple food done right could be this destination's motto, and Charlie Collins has this down to a science.
I'm Chef Charlie Collins, and this is my Panama. Nobody knows Panama like I know Panama.
You know, if you don't have nothing nice to say, you better sip it up.
Here, be polite, otherwise I'm gonna tell your mom. I am the executive chef for the Panamonte Inn and Spa in Boquete, Chiriquí, and I also own a catering business in Panama City.
City chef, country chef. Huh. Now this could get interesting.
I started baking cookies in my family farm, our coffee plantation here in Boquete. And ever since that day, I became interested in kitchen and cooking. The inn is going to be 100 years old, and my family has had it for the last 68 years. And I think that the feeling that everybody gets when they arrive at the Panamonte is that you're in a big house and that you're home away from home. My parents bought a coffee farm, which is Ledia Estate, back in 1957.
Rich in flavor and small in yields, this coffee is also a favorite among Japanese importers.
Out of that farm came out the first coffee to be exported from Panama, and slowly Panama's coffee started becoming known in other parts of the world.
Panama's geisha coffee is actually a bargain in the high-end, expensive coffee market.
The fact that we have one of the top-selling geisha coffees in the world has a lot to do with the microclimate, the climatic conditions, and we are providing a top quality and a very fine type of coffee.
I can smell it from here.
I've catered for Sean Connery, for Pierce Brosnan, for Prince Albert from Monaco. The last 5 presidents, I've done all kinds of events for them. And President Bush was here in Panama in 2006, and I did the welcome lunch. Panamanians are definitely very proud of their canal.
Ships traveling between New York and San Francisco save well over 12,000 kilometers by using the Panama Canal instead of going around Cape Horn.
When the Panama Canal was turned over by the United States to Panamanian administration, it was very positive, and I think that we have proven to the United States and to the world that we are capable of handling and administering the canal the proper way, and it has produced an enormous amount of money to the Panamanian government and to the Panamanian people. I think that the last figure was $1.5 billion, whereas before we received a rental fee of $5 million a year. I took lessons from Chef Jack Pepin in the States, and he was a great influence. And I would say that locally, both my grandmother and my mother, who were great cooks and loved to entertain, and showed me the art of entertaining, were very instrumental in my interest in kitchen and in the cuisine.
I told him everything he knows.
That's for sure.
Aw, don't we all want a mom like that?
So we're gonna start with tasajo. Tasajo is dried beef that originally in Panama, when there was no electricity, coffee field workers would hang the beef over the fire pit, and it was smoked and dried, and that way they had beef throughout the week. New Panamanian cuisine is, for me, is taking our indigenous ingredients and using classical French, European techniques and applying them to our ingredients and creating dishes that are interesting, that are flavorful, and that depict our heritage. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to start pounding the pork. And I'm going to pound it lightly.
Careful with that hammer, Charlie. Watch your fingers.
I'm going to slice some onions, which are going to be part of the sandwich. Then I'm going to take some yellow peppers and slice those julienne style. I studied in University of Nevada, Las Vegas, and I traveled quite a bit as a student. I always felt that Panamanians were not proud of their cuisine. part of their gastronomy. So with the experience that I gained abroad, I decided that I would give our cuisine a more predominant place in our cities than that typical French cuisine and other styles of cooking that were available in restaurants in Panama City. We're ready to add the pork. And we're going to incorporate this to the onions and the peppers and the garlic. Now we're going to add some salsa, which is like a sofrito, a Latin American Panamanian sofrito. You can't cook Panamanian style without culantro, which is the coriander leaf, and the taste is very similar to the cilantro, but it's a little bit more pungent. It's a little bit stronger. So now we're ready to make our sandwiches. Here I have a nice batch of hojaldres, nice and crispy, very light, nice and brown and puffy, and they make a great substitution for bread.
A Panamanian twist on a pulled pork sandwich? Yes, please.
So there you have the sandwich, new Panamanian cuisine. Enjoy.
There you have it. 3 great takes on Panamanian food. Simple, satisfying, a city and destination with its own distinctive taste. Be sure to check out the next great food destination on 3 Chefs, 1 City.